So hello everybody and welcome to the Eden vlog. Of course, Fridays is experimentation day as we have Eden Labs sessions, and we always invite an artist in to come and, well, just experiment and see exactly what's going on here at Eden and perhaps give us some of their artistic input. And this week we invited a guy by the name of Stephen Hobbs. Now, Stephen is a fine artist. He's also very interested in architecture, buildings, urban landscapes, and he also has an interest in medical stuff. We got him in to have a bit of a chat and find out exactly what he can do with some of the bits and pieces here at Eden Labs.
From my end, I've brought some things that I hope can contribute to that without it being about my body. Now we're working with some paper sculpture elements that, if we're able to today, I'd love to scan a couple of them, bring those scans back in and then start understanding whether we work them in tilt brush or other drawing tools, how I can start to animate those paperworks as specific to the body interests. I would like to walk away today maybe with some files that you can send me later, and then we can keep adding to that archive of kind of conceptual planning for the show later in July. But as always, just super excited to work out kind of whatever ideas are also going on for you guys.
And now the usual, getting our artists familiar with their surroundings. We got Stephen into VR, we got him set up, and then we made sure that he knows exactly how to access all the tools he might need to be able to use Oculus Medium to sculpt something in clay.
It's very precise. You can also change it from an airbrush to like a thicker paintbrush.
Getting one's head around Oculus feels easy-ish now because one had the chance to kind of digest the functionality and so on. But I really do look forward to which is the same experience with the tilt brush. Once you've had that initial introduction, you really just need to sit quietly and be comfortable making mistakes and occasionally asking for help. So that's a very functional thing. But I found it to be pretty cool in terms of what I think we're trying to achieve, where my interests are between the virtual sculpture and the 3D sculpture, the real world sculpture, in the sense that Sculptress is really well suited to that. So thanks for introducing me to that. I think that's very well matched.
So we gave Stephen an insight into some potential tools which we have here at Eden Labs, which includes a Hololens from Microsoft. The Hololens really was just for him to have a look through and perhaps give him a new idea as to what direction his art might go in using this technology.
Well, certainly the HoloLens device is kind of interesting because it is the kinds of things used literally by surgeons in operating theatres. So there's a reality factor there. It's also more efficient as a device that you can lift off your head and put on, as opposed to the goggles with a strap. So just as an ergonomic thing, and it's kind of spacey and futuristic, even though these things have been around for a while.
Because of Stephen's medical history, he's also used his body as a reference for a lot of his artworks, which was really a good starting point for us to get him started using a 3D scanner, which Gary took out and used to scan both his spine and his skull, which we mentioned earlier on, made from paper models.
The key thing today, in terms of understanding how to make this project, is that it's being made by many voices while we test and experiment today. But as a consequence of that, it's allowed me to get some distance and other people's perspectives, which in turn, you come back to the thing fresh, almost within half an hour, 15 minutes. A thing can be moved here, suddenly you're seeing it in a new way. So that's really cool, because studio practice is fucking lonely.
Stephen Hobbs can be found on Instagram at Hobbs Step. On Instagram, if you want to follow him, go and check it out. He's also got a show coming up mid-2019. Watch out for that. And don't forget, if you want to join us here at Eden Labs to find out more about what we do and perhaps do a joint venture with us, maybe on a Friday sessions, get in touch with us, sessions@edenlabs.africa, and tell us more about what you'd like to explore. We'll see you on the next vlog.